That probably got sent to you kind of a while ago. I want to say maybe about a month ago. This has your key club number with your key club password. I'm going to log on this one just so you guys can see what it basically is. But this is where you're going to update your membership and whatnot. So if you have this, you'll want to try to take this out. If you don't worry about it. We're going to try and walk you through the steps so that you can kind of see how it goes more or less. And then you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to do. Those of you who actually have that, what you're going to be able to do, Iwani, you guys paid yours already, yeah? Okay, so this is not going to pertain to you guys too much. Everybody else though, what you're going to be able to do is eventually you're going to print out what's called an invoice. Everybody else is DOE. St. Louis, I don't know how your guys is working. Kamehameha, I'm not sure about yours. But DOE, basically what we do is when we print out this invoice, we just turn this into our account clerk, and our account clerk will write us out a check, and then we'll send it in. So depending on how long your account clerk takes, that's kind of what usually is the process of the timeliness of sending in dues. So usually we try to do this. Try to give our account clerk about a week, maybe 2 weeks, to cut the check, write the check, and then we can send it in with one sheet that gets printed out. So, all right. So this is the Key Club website. Shay kind of jumped a little too fast though. So what you're gonna do is go to www.keyclub.org. www.keyclub.org. And then we all can kind of be in the same place. Hopefully it's going to jump us to this page, which is what Shay is saying. That's the first page that you're going to see. Alright. Okay. This website, for the most part, you can get other resources off of this website. But the important one is really the one that is for membership side. So everybody at this screen, www.keyclub.org. Okay. We're going to go to lead, and in lead there's a small on the left side that says membership update service center. And we're going to click on that, and in membership update center we're going to go ahead and we're going to log in. So hold on before, I hope you guys all saw that screen to go to the next screen. Shay likes to work really fast, so you know you have to look up. So this is the screen, and then on this screen there's the membership update center hot link. So just click on that, and then what it'll get you to is this screen. Right? This screen is where you're going to be able to type in your username and your key club number and your unique password. These passwords are not something that you can go, oh, okay, it's just like this. It's really weird passwords. So we'll go ahead and type in ours. And this is for Kaiser. Okay, if you have yours, you can type yours in instead, but when you type this password in, it's going to take you straight to this screen. Right? This screen starts the whole process of membership updates. Okay, so sometimes you can, yeah. Sometimes they like to kind of let you jump ahead if you wanted to, but I just like to go through every single step. So the first one is welcome to International. Click here to begin. So we're going to click there. Sorry, you guys can use ours too. Actually, we can let everybody know Kaiser's one. Well, let everybody, we'll see this part. So you can just kind of follow along. The step 2 is to, do you have members you want to delete? So I always go yes, just to kind of see. So I click yes, and then I go submit. And then it shows you this long list. And this list is actually the part that Kiwani's really needs, this Key Club Kiwani site really needs to start working on their glitches, because every time you try to delete somebody, it'll confirm, and then after it confirms, it'll bounce you to some weird page on the screen that you have no idea where this was. So it's just a little bit easier to kind of always just click the next.
If they say, instead of the screen from before, if they say you must click here to verify, update, or add faculty or facility advisor information.
Yeah.
Is that so to make a new one?
It's just to update. So I always just click yes. So even though I've been Kaiser's faculty advisor for 5 years now, it just is easier just to click yes, and then you update it, and then it doesn't really change much.
If there's none, do I add
If there is none, then you want to make sure you put in a faculty advisor. It's going to be pretty important for you to have a faculty.
Just faculty or Kiwani's?
It's just faculty. They won't allow you. You'll only be allowed to put one advisor in there. So that's kind of the nice thing about it. It's going to be the faculty advisor that you're going to put in there, and that's the nice thing. And after you update it this time, I noticed like the first couple of years I had to keep putting my name in, but after about the first couple of times, what will happen is this paper, that sheet, it'll get sent directly to that faculty advisor. So it'll say it to that faculty advisor's name. So it makes it a lot easier that way. Yeah. So you want to try to update your faculty advisor as much as possible. Okay. In the list, you're gonna go ahead and you click on who you want to delete, click on who you want to delete, and then once you're done, you're going to go to the bottom if you are done, finish deleting members. Deleted members have this little stars in front. So this is our whole list of deleted members right now. We have 4 pages. So the next list has who was added, would have a continuation of who was deleted, then it'll have a continuation, and then it'll get to the added people. So the little stars in front means that's who you're deleting. Okay. No, you're not. Don't mess with anything on that. That's why I didn't want to give you that. All right. Okay, so we've done deleting. We click on, and then we get to this page. And it's just really simple to just kind of keep going through this. It'll ask you, do you want to add, right? Or is there any thing you want to change? Click on submit, and then we're gonna add. The adding part. Okay, as much as you just want to go ahead and write first and last name, and that's all you want to add, there's several things that you actually need to add. So when you click on add a member, let's just make it only member. You need to make sure that you have a name, which is important, the city that they live in, the country will already be there, you need to also have the state, right? And then I like to, just because I noticed that this website does a pretty good job at if they're going to graduate, they're going to kick them out already. So I like to fill in graduation year and gender. I think that's usually what it basically allows. You need the zip code. And then once you've got that in there, so you need name, city, state, zip code. I put in graduation year and then gender. Click on okay. Good. And then that's the sufficient information that you need. If you want to, you can put in addresses. You can put in their actual address. What that does, if you put in their actual address, sometimes I think it actually sends the Kiwani's magazine, the Keep-Up magazine goes straight to that address and that person's name. So it's kind of a nice feature in some ways. And I don't think they ever use your phone number, but they ask for it in case you want to give it. But probably the other important thing is it generates a member ID for all of the people that we update. Okay, so that member ID is one of the things that if you decide to go to district convention, they ask you for your membership ID just to make sure that you are registered as an actual member. So that's another important thing that you can get off this website. When you're done adding, let's see if they actually leave that name there. Click on next. No. Done. Scroll down. There you go. When you're done adding, click on the you're finished updating members, and then it'll get you to this. Right? Do you have any addition, corrections, or deletions? If you're done with it, then we go submit. Yes. And then we go click on finish, continue. Let's see what it does. I'm curious. And then it'll ask you, are you ready to generate an invoice? Right? And this is the one that, the nice thing about this website, you can always do it, and then you can say, okay, I'm done today, and then you can just log out. When you're finally ready to actually generate your invoice, which is the one that you're going to take to the account clerk, you're going to click on submit. Let's click on submit. Right, and then we already generated an invoice, so what our invoice is now reading is we have 2 new members. Right? So we updated our list. Now we're going to have to generate an invoice for 2 new members. Those of you who are updating your list for the first time this school year, yours will have a lot more. Okay? So our first update, this was our list that we updated, and this is what they basically charged us for. Right? Your updates, every year, you need to, when you put in a member, even if Karen's been with us for 2 years now, we're still on the update, she still gets charged on the invoice. So it's $11 for every member that you are basically updating. Okay? That $11, hopefully you're charging club dues, and your club dues hopefully covers that $11. Okay? One of the things that Kaiser does, which is a little, we put members on probation, so we actually don't update our list until towards the end of September. Okay? And that list, what it does is we don't want to, as soon as somebody joins Key Club in August, we don't want to just say, okay, you're a member, we're going to pay $11 for you to be here, and then they don't ever show up to anything. So we put everybody on probation, because actually you're covered until November 1st as a club. So we put everybody on probation, the new members at least, and then if they show up to events, then we take them off for probation. We make sure we update our list at the ending, kind of middle ending of September. So we actually don't generate ours until about middle of September, and then we get our check written and we submit towards the ending of September. So we try to make that November. Well, towards the middle of October, we try to make sure we submit, and then we get our check generated, so we make that November 1st deadline. But different things that you can try out as a club. I'm not telling you that that's the best way to do it. Some people will just, everybody who's paid their dues, they'll get on their list and they'll end up paying for 150, 200 members, and your club will be huge and your invoice will be even bigger. So it's kind of a scary thing sometimes, but that's that. Any questions about membership? Yes.
What happens if you have people on your list that's from like 3-4 years ago?
Delete them.
Just delete them?
Yeah. And that's where that graduation year kind of comes in nicely. And yeah, that's where hopefully these presidents previously have been updating your list. Yeah. If you don't ever delete them, you'll keep having to update and keep getting charged for. So you wanna, and it's a pain in the butt to delete people. I'm not gonna lie. Every year we delete, well, because we're always senior heavy, so we delete close to 15 to 20 people, and to delete, confirm, then it bounces you to a page, and you click on next or back, and you don't even know who you've deleted, who you're not deleting, and it gets to be really confusing. But it's take the time to do it so that you can update it this year, and then hopefully you don't have to worry about it next year. Because yeah, there are going to be people that are going to show up on your list if your presidents before haven't actually been updating the list. It is kind of scary. Okay. Any other questions about membership? Good. That was my question.